Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Scrub, and welcome to the grand finale of Season 1 of Going Medieval. Yes, we have been taking a long road here, and... fuck. This is kind of bittersweet, honestly. Yeah, just look at this place. Remember when we started, and it was literally this room? It was like, this room. And now... look at us. Look at us. So yeah, we've got a couple reasons we're going to be wrapping the series up. If you guys have been following the recent Medieval Monday talk, the fire update looks like it's going to be, well, honestly pretty fire. And it looks like they are going to be adding a ton of stuff. Like, I'm talking Greek fire, saltpeter, like, it's gonna be insane. And I've also been interested in checking out the modding community now that that's a thing. And yeah, we're definitely gonna have a season 2. No worries there. So if you're here for this content, it will be back on the channel. We'll keep this place set up because my plan is to actually do another settlement, but I also want to keep this one maybe for some testing, and it really depends on what we want to do for the rest of this episode. There may or may not be a settlement left. For now, everyone seems to be working a-okay. We should probably send someone to talk to the merchant. Oh, right, Cannibal Bard. This has been a great community, honestly. You guys end this one. All right. Do you have anything we actually care about? Chronicles, herbs, we make all of that. I think this is going to be one of the first things that's going to be good with that update, is hopefully a lot of this stuff. Wow, you are a trash trader, actually. Give us your cash, and we will give you... we have 6,721 apples. Okay, I think the MVP of the series has to be Apple Street, right? Like, that has been insanely clutch. Oh, I can't believe that started off as such a dumb bit, and it's pretty much been feeding us the entire time. We can get rid of some hay, too. Why not? So... my plan with that, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break off the series. I'm not sure when they're expecting the update to come out. I don't think they've actually got a hard date for it yet. I'm thinking I'll probably take a little bit of time off from the series because, yeah, I'll be honest, I've been getting a little bit burnt out on it. I kind of got to the point where it felt like I was like, oh, I have to record this instead of I want to record this, and that has nothing to do with the game's fault. I just get bored extremely easily. And we've been doing this since, according to YouTube Studio, I started my first episode 200 days ago. So this settlement has been going for quite a while. And, I mean, honestly, I think we're pretty much about as good as we need to be. Between these two gates, I think I want to add a third one just to be safe. We can still do that. Because I might use this community for testing and whatnot, so... yeah, Hawkshaw will never truly die. It just exists elsewhere. Oh, idiot, what are you doing? Ornate gate is great. There we go. Add some of that. We'll go ahead and do another layer of low cobblestone, or limestone, rather. Yeah, I think between these three gates, these towers, and I will be honest, there is a part of me that kind of wants to set fire to this when the fire update comes out, so I might upload that as a bonus video, but we'll see what happens. Because, yeah, they're also adding fire arrows, which is going to be insane. It's going to be pretty much the comparison they made, and I love that they made it, was Stronghold. Because there's going to be oil. It seems absolutely insane compared to how the content's rolled out recently, because to my mind in this game, it's been pretty slow, but consistent as far as updates go. Like, you get a little bit each time. This one looks like they're just trying to jump the shark. They're just going all in on the fun factor, which I am all about. Okay, looks like we were finishing up some of the expansion here, so let's go ahead and get that extended. Yeah, once we get these gates put up, I'm gonna do one little final tour, one last hurrah, if you will. And we will definitely want to be expanding this in the future, so we'll go ahead and get that thrown up for now. And also, in case you were wondering, the enemy is absolutely going to have access to fire weaponry, so it's not just going to be a one-sided affair. They are going to burn a lot of early keeps to the ground, and I am so ready for it. Not ready, but I am going to acknowledge that's happening and accept it. How do these ones look? Oh, okay, this one has some nice little options. I think we want this one clicked. You know what? I don't think any of the other ones have that little look. Let's go for it. And don't worry, I remember these guys are over here. We'll definitely be I'll probably prioritize building some jail stuff in our second season, since we didn't really get to experiment it with much in this season at the end, unfortunately. Wow, I did not notice the difference between the two gates. That thing is so adorable by comparison to the regular gate. And the portcullis is a beast. I love it. Yeah, I'm really curious about how the dynamic's going to change for the early game, because you're just going to go all in on wood to get your little cabin going, and I'm guessing you're going to get a little bit of a grace period before you start getting hit with fire, but that could also just depend on difficulty, which, yeah, I'm not sure how much that's going to affect stuff. I mean, you could go mountain map, and if you really want to, you could just build into the side of a mountain, which might be kind of meta for a little bit. I do think it's also going to be a good idea to wait for a little bit just to make sure that the fire isn't completely jank on launch, because I have a feeling it's going to be very buggy, since I don't think there's really been anything quite like that in the game yet, except for water, but I also think they might have recoded how they do the spreading, so we'll have to see that. And is that the gates completed? It is. All right, bye, merchant. So yeah, I guess we'll start the tour. So here we started, right in this little, well, Great Hall now. It used to be very little. And then we expanded this into an actual living area for multiple people. That worked out pretty well. I think our first expansions, if I remember right, was us trying to build these out a little bit so we could actually wall it in. Oh, it's been so long, I don't even remember how we ended up shaped like this. But yeah, we got the Great Hall here. We got our first living areas over here for these guys. The library. The library's been clutch. And that's something I just realized, well, I'm not sure how that's going to affect research, because you can absolutely lose your library in a fire, but I don't think you can undo something once it's been researched. I think what you'd have to do is you refill it back up to that slot, and then you can continue new research. So yeah, library made out of wood may not be the best idea anymore once that update comes out. Oh yeah, and we used to have the librarian live in the library. Yeah. We even got to the point where we have a vault now. This weird little addition. And a weird hole in the ceiling. We got more of the living quarters up here next to the vault. We got this long hallway we never really did anything with, but I guess it could have been an impromptu armor, and the warehouse, which is still stuffed to the gills to this day. Yeah, there's a lot of potential up here, I just realized. We could have done stuff with. We should probably put a door in here just for the sake of access. Why is this floor missing? Why are we missing a bunch of random floors? Yet another piece of floor missing. Wild. And the garden canopy. Yeah, shout out to that first comment. This was pretty clutch. And of course, Apple Street, which is, well, we'll come back and get a head count on Apple Street. And the kitchen, which turned out to be gigantic. This one also started off as just like a little room and the little smoke shack outside, and now it's turned into this. It's got its own little area for meat prep. Oh, this turned great. And speaking of great, look how giant our cellar is. And we could easily have filled this up even further if we wanted to. Actually, go ahead and extend this out a little bit more. Oh, and we need to finish reflooring it too. We got our nice little pen area. This place was pretty nice for a long time, and we moved the buckets up here, which, yeah, I think that would have been an okay change. We got the jail, which was multiple things. This was a living area for a while. And then we turned it into, I think, just an area to stand for defenses, and then we turned it into a living area again, and then I think we turned it into a jail. The chapel and the temple, where literally everyone decided to say, screw the druids, all our homies hate druids. I think the workshop ended up pretty nice as well, honestly. Yeah, I did want to make its own armory offset. I mean, this area looks pretty damn good now. It was kind of interesting having all this stuff just kind of sitting around the place. I kind of like that. That might end up being something I carry forward into future playthroughs instead of having just the one area down here. Because I'm guessing with all the stuff that's getting added, you're going to need to fill the workshop even more with stuff. So this area is probably going to be even more prime real estate. Then we got our nice little smelting area, which pretty much stayed consistent, other than some rotating. And then when they all got destroyed in that one siege, which, yeah, we only really had the one attack, I think, that was life-threatening, if I remember. And even then, that was, all we had to do was kite them around the outer wall. So yeah, this place, honestly, defensively, was pretty solid the entire game. I am very happy with how our layout ended up. Yeah, I'll be honest, I would not mind seeing one more raid, because I kind of want to see how these towers would perform with these set so far out, because normally you get a lot of that value from shooting down into them. I also don't know how generous the game is as far as giving you firing angles and whatnot. Where is... Oh, Boron! I forgot about Boron. We should have tamed Boron. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. I completely forgot about Boron. I was about to just look up for Sasha Bear, who is... How are you doing? Goddamn, 47. I feel like we may have had that unassigned, because I wouldn't have gone to the effort to name someone and not tame them. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I thought I had after the fact and never did. That's probably what happened. And of course we have our... the ever pushed out dead zone, which I think this one ended up pretty well, and this little area over here for all the crafting stuff also ended up very nice. The mine actually was starting to shape up pretty well. We'll probably just throw some posts in here and then just kind of expand it out, maybe go deeper and set up some braziers and whatnot. And honestly, probably wouldn't be the worst idea to do that in this clay pit either. In fact, yeah, you know what? Let's set up a little bit of that. Hold on, game's being a fussy pleb. There we go, start getting them a little bit of cover set up for the future. I just realized we never touched this coal field at all. I think, we weren't making coal, were we? Oh, guess we never turned on the bricks after they moved it. Genius. We need a gratuitous amount of clay, please. Thank you. Yeah, I think honestly we just kind of scavenged coal and it just ended up working out, because I guess to be fair, it's not the most rare thing. It's just weird that we never had to specifically go for it. Oh yeah, we had this giant lake that I think we fished in once, and I just realized I don't think I did any hunting this entire run. All we did was tame stuff and make them breed. Maybe that's why our archery never picked up, because we never did a lot of hunting. Didn't I have 3 pyres? I thought I had 3. This 2... Okay. Oh, wait, no, never mind, damn it. I thought this was the other one. Yeah, come on in. I thought this was the one where she was running away from somebody. A winsome field doctor. Alright, your doctor is a dullard. That is not a good start. Although, for what it's worth, it technically doesn't hit that. Or wait, hold on, is it intellectual? Oh no, it's medicine. That's right. Yeah, no, intellectual's alchemy. That's what I was confusing it with. You're bad at art, intellectual, and unskilled labor, but you're good at botany and tending. You are a very odd character indeed. Is she the Rain Man of doctors? Is that what's happening here? Dope. Also, that's weird. Why did... It's usually 3 across the board. Why did some of these start off low and some of these high, even though they're just average? That's weird. Okay, yeah, you're a weird one, but I'm sure there's a place for you here. I think I gave everyone an extra hour of sleep on accident. There we go, that should be a little bit better. And yep, research maxed out. I'm really looking forward to them expanding research, and honestly, I think this is probably what interests me most about them adding the modding capability, because I have a feeling people are going to come up with some really interesting ways to make use of new technologies and old ones as well. Because it does feel like you just kind of power through it, and then you never touch it again. And we could honestly probably go ahead and expand this one too while we're doing the other ones. Who's cold? Oh, right, we probably had the thing where you don't have... Whoops, hold on. I think I actually have to find you clothes and manually equip it. I forgot that was a problem last time. Oh, Maynard and Jonette are friends. Good for them. There we go. Alright, sorry you're naked. Please throw on winter clothes. It is literally almost the end of autumn. Let's see, 15%, you're at 2. And you're at 22. Alright. Varying results. Given enough time, I think it would have been fine, but... Yeah, it does seem like the actual recruitment is going to take quite a while if you want to go that route, so... I think you're incentivized to go for just the labor, but yeah, I don't know. I love that our dogs are just constantly eating the prisoners' food. Like, it's fine. Ignore the 2 troughs of animal feed like they're never gonna be here. Also, we never sent out a caravan, which... yeah, I mean, honestly, why would we? There's really no reason for us to. And Wulia turns 45, no perk. Alright, we'll get 1 more day into winter, and then I think we can call this a series. We should probably count stumps real quick, though. 46 trees off of 1 apple sapling, and that's not including ones that we've had to chop down over however many years we've been playing this. 227 days. If you're going to take anything away from this series, is that you need to have an apple street. That is just insanely free value that there's no reason not to. I am so glad I did this stupid bit. And if nothing else, it looks pretty. I mean, look at it, just 5 in there. See how much of this we can actually get covered. Decent chunk. And we were making some decent progress over here as well. We can probably link these up. Yeah, not completely. Hold on, let's do that. Probably not all that. And go ahead and get rid of that one as well. All right, honestly, the mine is looking pretty solid. We're getting some pretty good coverage out of just natural terrain. Oh, and I think we can build up into this. Hold on. I'd have accidentally extended this even further than I was planning to. If we want to get real cheeky with how we build. Oh. Interesting. So I guess you can use natural... because why would we... oh, okay. Well, I guess I just learned something by dicking around. Huzzah. Yeah, I'll be honest, I never even considered that you could just use this to build into. I just figured you could only do that with stuff that you actually build, not natural. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, I guess if that's the case, it's a lot easier to enclose your mines than I thought it was. Alright, Boron, how you feeling? Hey, there we go. Aw, you love her. You really love her. Sasha Bear, how you feeling? 56, I think you failed one. Oh no, you were at 44 earlier. Yeah, that's quite a ways away. And you know what? Get some red current. Why not? And I don't remember. Thermal insulation. Okay, so doors, it doesn't matter at all. Even a barn door, which is blatantly open. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess it would be stick doors for days then. Oh, interesting. So I guess because I closed it off, it actually canceled the expanded zone. Okay, well, that's good to know in the future. I just have to copy it, but yeah, that would have been real interesting to just not be able to do that anymore. And while we're at it, we should probably just go ahead and copy over a bunch of these shelves, because we know we'll need to. And naturally throw up the next wooden beam. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think this happened before. I wonder if somehow when we didn't do this one support, for some reason it was calculating that it couldn't support this one particular tile. So I think we had something like that similar in the series a lot earlier on. Yeah, that's a weird one. Alright, that'll be the cellar completely finished. And then they should be making ice, right? Oh no, it's still over freezing, unfortunately. But they are set up for when it's ready. And we never replaced those skeps, did we? We should probably do that before I forget. We're not going to get any use out of them, but I'd rather just have them in place instead of forgetting about it for a couple years. That was a problem with the skeps, though, is that they got immediately destroyed. You know what? It's actually 15 wood, 20 hay. It's also a really good distraction if they do get in, so I think the skeps right next to the gate is actually a pretty good idea. Because worst case scenario, you can replace that almost instantly. Who's exhausted? Edith. Why? Yeah, you have a work schedule, or a sleep schedule, rather. Screw it, I'm sure you're fine. Settler idle. Nice to get one more of these in before the end of it. Oh, yeah, you need stuff to... No, not that. Let's see. I guess you can learn how to build. Yeah, you're already up on crafting. And I guess you could help out with jailing stuff, too. And you know what? A final round of tree chopping, since we just got a bunch of wood buildings set up. And I think we're about to chew through a bunch of sticks as well. And you know what? The keep is so full. I think we have to do a final culling. There's just way too many. Alright, naturally the cats get to live. We will have... We'll leave those. We have so many chickens. Oh, hold on, that's... Yeah, slaughter, there we go. Just get... Oh, you know what? You gotta get trained, so you get to live. Congratulations. We're not slaughtering our dogs. I don't know why you guys aren't hauling. Not that it matters at this point. And get a few of the goats and a few of the males as well. And I think we just got sheep in, but we also have an excess of females, and naturally Wolfie gets to live. There we go. Now we got room to butcher some stuff. Did we set this up? Oh, we got room for it. You know what? 1,000 meat, please. And you can go up to 500 on smoked. Should give us plenty to do. Oh, here they go. They're all charging in. Oh, I think they're going to grab dinner. See, why couldn't you guys do this instead of going to grab the, whatchamacallit? Their prisoners' foods. Oh, no, they're all hauling stuff, I guess. Yeah, we got pretty close to completely covering this. Can we squeeze in any more wicker flooring? I think we're gonna have to put up a post. Not you two. Alright, so we tried to do one wooden wall in the middle and then build over that. Might need a couple. Oh, actually, what we'd probably want to do, make like a really solid 4-piece right in the middle. We got most of it. And we might as well go ahead and set this one up as well. Oh. Okay, you know what? This one would actually be a lot longer term. We can leave that one. It's fine. Alright, and everyone's going to bed for the last time for now. Yeah, this series has been a lot of fun. I have greatly enjoyed it, and thank you all so much for joining me on. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, like I said, we're definitely going to have a Season 2. I don't think it's going to be right away, because I definitely need to take some time away from this game to kind of forget some stuff and really get back into it when we want to. So I'm guessing sometime next year, probably February timeframe at the latest. We'll have to see how long this fire update takes and see if there's any problems out the gate or if it just comes out as an absolute banger. In the meantime, if you're looking for other content to watch, I am also just about wrapped up with another series in Supermarket Simulator, and I've also started a brand new series in a game called Persona 4. And if those aren't your steez, no worries. And with the first frost of winter, I think it's time to call it apart. Thank you all once again so much for joining me on this journey. It has been my absolute pleasure. And until the next one, love y'all. Take care. Mwah.